Hello, welcome back. I'm not sure why you're here, and God knows I don't know why I'm here, beyond the fact that a long time ago, two people had a very irresponsible night, and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life, as we all know. So, we got some fresh SSRs for the party today, including, but not limited to, Shiki, Jinkougyou, how do I pronounce his name? Jinkougyou. I don't know. I don't know. Suzuhikohime, correct? Suzuhikohime. Okay, Suzuhikohime, yeah. Suzuka Gozen over here, who, honestly, this might be my favorite skin possible for her. It just looks amazing. And, of course, we have Otakemaru over here. You know, just minding his business. So, let's start off with Shiki, who we all adore. And, of course, I'd like to say right now, she is a beast. Now, before we go further, all 5 you see here are grade 6s. So this is about to be a slaughter. Let's face it. But Shiki here, I mean, here we go. Now, you don't need crit with this baby girl at all. She will do more than fine without it. But you want to focus on crit damage because of her abilities. Move past them. As you can see, fully skilled up. But look right here. Unable to land a critical hit, so that's why you don't need crit on her. However, for each 1% of crit damage increased to her base stat, her non-critical damage dealt by will be increased by like 1% and her crit resistance by 0.5. That is unholy levels of useful. And of course you have all of her abilities here. Like, whoop-a. Yes. And of course she uses Spring as her upper hand, which is glorious. Stupid thing. And then of course we have here with Shrouding Leaves ability here. And of course Bury All Seasons. This is also something I'm going to point out real quick is if you have her going through like multiple stages of a battle, like let's say you're up against in a situation like we're in now, her season things actually build towards Bury All Seasons. In normal mode and in things like this too, it's done at least once. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but it does. So that gets insane. Now, moving on. To give her some more attack, we of course have Soul Taker here. Mostly because I had this beautiful crit damage booster. As I said, crit damage. Come on. And of course, Kyokotsu, because let's face it, I couldn't resist boosting her damage further when she was getting this, but I think anything that also affects her crit damage and can boost it further would also be pleasant and nice on her. I'm actually thinking I'll get a second one at some point and try building it with a similar thing and see how that goes, but for right now, this Kyokotsu build is insane because the more orbs you have to use, it will also boost your damage, so she can wipe a field by herself, even passively attack you with her season links. She can wipe a field. She's glorious, and we love her. We absolutely do. She is amazing. Now, moving over here to our little scent boy here, who has probably the most impressive heals in game. Let's face it. He's also, as stated, grade 6. He is fully skilled. Look at these stats here. And his bonuses are amazing. He has his effects and everything. He can use his Dream Binder and upper hand and all. But you also have all of his other abilities, which get insanely good here. So really, it's a lot of fun to play with. In his case, of course, I went with just trying to keep him rounded out a little bit. But Wisp's Zoza. This works very nicely on him, like unholy nice. I love it. Sure, orb skills are going to cost an extra orb, but damage increases when the orb's wish power or foe orbs are sufficient. So, yes. Yes. Let him wreak some havoc on the field, something fierce here. And of course, for a crit bonus, because he can work with it and crit damage is glorious, with effect hit, we have Ion Yobo, which, let's face it, is a ton of fun and a half. Yes, it is. My cat seemingly agrees. Now, we then, of course, move here to Suzuhikohime. I'm just going to call her Suzu for right now. I'm sorry. I'm on the verge of breaking my tongue every second I say her name. Sorry. Who, of course, is kind of insane on her own right. She can wreak some havoc, but she can also save her own skin plenty, so this is actually really good. I kind of love how she can do now, because she can do multiple strikes and everything, and her abilities, I kind of think, that's why I believe she would do really well with Ghostly Songstress, because as I've stressed many times, if you have a Shiki that hits multiple times with like one move, please, Ghostly Songstress is a love story for that. So as you can see, these are the attack boosts, some HP boosting and all. And of course, just because I really was kind of stuck on where to go with her, I decided to go with the old standby of Seductress, which of course would do additional damage. And I have to admit, I like where it's going with it. I might actually get it one day, try to experiment with something different with a second version, but I like where this has gone. This has been good. She's a little bit more well-rounded than most Shiki I've made. It's pretty good mix here. Now, of course, we're moving down the line over here to Suzuka Gozen. Dang it! Too many names somewhere. Who is like beast mode. Let's face it here. I mean, she is built to wreak. She was created basically to wreak havoc. Now, she's one of the times I haven't gone with a Soul Taker on, with a Ghostly Songstress on here, if only because I actually enjoy using Odokuro more on her than I do Ghostly Songstress. And pairing her up with a Seductress Soul set is a thing of beauty. Now, these aren't like heavily attack focused, but as you can see, that really does not matter, the glorious scheme of things. But again, she's a little more well-rounded out because I just want her to be wreaking some havoc. She's basically just going to town. And it's beautiful. And yes, as I said before, I actually love this skin out of all of hers. There's just something about it that works insanely well. The Sea Matriarch. And of course, moving down the line, we get to her little brother, Otakemaru, who we love him in SP form. We love him normally. Even if he's a little bit of a crazy boy some days. Now, of course, he gets an effect hit with his Hill Cry and everything, which is very fun. And how he can do co-ops and everything, so he's pretty good at that. He has his Earth Magic he can use at the start of battle. Can gain Force of Earth, which is amazing. And of course, we have his Unlimited Blade Prison, which we all know. We hate it when it happens to us, but we love to abuse it on our foes. And of course, what rounded him out, mostly a focus on crit damage and boosting his effect hit because of his effects. So, in keeping with wanting to go with his crit and everything, Shadow. Because the damage increases damage by 40% if the target has more than 70% HP with dealing damage. The longer you keep him fully healthy, the more havoc he gets to wreak. So yes, all the yes. Hence why, of course, building his HP and his defense a little bit also helps, as well as pairing him with good healers. Keep him healthy, and he'll raise Kane all day long. Of course, we have Hyosubi up here for its attack boosting, but also because I had this crit soul here that would also give some effect resistance and a hit. Do I wish I had more attack on this? Yes, I think that'd be fun, but I like the way it goes so far. The same with this one here. Alright, so we've gone through all 5. We're going to hit the level 40 Hahakagami zone, the level 40 Kappa zone. Just watch these SSRs do their thing and see how well it works. This is probably going to be mostly a since there's no orb bringer in this party, it's going to be interesting. Now, of course, we all know Seimei is back here in the back. He's going to just be back there looking pretty, occasionally chucking at amulet people. We know how it goes. If you want to knock off here, that's fine. Just do the holy trifecta of YouTube down below with a like, comment, subscribe to help out the channel. Especially since they now demand money for promotions and everything, which is insane. Anyway. I mean, I'm trying to keep this channel as free as possible without any kind of annoyances like ads and stuff, so whatever. I don't get any pay for this, man. So we're gonna just go and hit the Kappa zone and English. Can I speak it? We're gonna hit the Hahakagami zone now, if you're sticking around, and then we'll hit the Kappa zone. So let's hit it, shall we? Come on. This might be a mess. There's go. Yep, froze up a little bit, but there. Oh, okay, there we go. Holy shit. Party wipe. Yes, cheer over there, my stone faces, stone creatures. God dang, they didn't even let the other opponents load in yet. Jesus. And as you can see here, exactly what I said before. The season thing actually builds through rounds on Shiki. That was a little bit of a disaster, but it was also glorious. Alright, so we're going to hit the Kappa zone next. I'll see you in a sec. Loading in, loading in, loading in, loading in. Alright, so we're back. We're now in the Kappa zone with our lovely 5 SSRs here, who pretty much just knocked it out of the park previously, and now they're just basically gonna make these Kappa regret their days. So let's have some fun, shall we? Go for it. It's fun watching all these different realm effects take effect at the same time. It's kind of wild. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. I love that Shiki is doing so much work, even bringing like orbs and stuff to the party. That's great. Yeah, that was a slaughter. Alright, so I'm gonna knock off here, and I'll catch you guys next time, alright? But on your way out the door, please do the holy trifecta of YouTube with the like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Alright? See ya.